So like I said before, yesterday I left everything ready. So I currently have a subtraction sheet on their desks so that when they walk in, they can just start on that. I really want to make it a routine, so when they walk in, there's something for them to do. I don't want them to think it's okay to start talking or play around. So far they've been doing great. And even one of the students said that they really liked having something on their desks when they walked in. It made them calm. So I really like that. So I'll show you what I have on their desks. So I have this subtraction sheet. It's two-sided and it's basic mix of problems within 10 and within 20. So yeah, subtraction is definitely something that students need to keep practicing a bit more. So we will be doing a lot of this before I start with multiplication and division. For these first days, I like to write the schedule on my whiteboard. So here, and my students really like it. They like to have the schedule. They like to know what's coming up next. So yeah, and I only do this for the first days. Once I start teaching math and science, they'll just know that we're going to be doing math, we're going to be doing science, and I will change that to our daily objectives, so that way they know what we're doing in each area. Yeah, what else can I show you? Last week we did a couple of things. So I did a bar graph on how do we go home, and that's just good information for me to know as well. So I did that with my afternoon group. We also have a social skill for these next couple of weeks, and our social skill for these next couple of weeks is kindness. So students brainstorm ideas of what is kindness, what does it look like, what does it sound like. This is a GLAD strategy. If you're familiar with GLAD, this is part of that. And then every team gets points. Are they showing kindness? And then being very specific on what they're doing. So when I'm going around and I notice kindness, I let them know you receive this amount of points because you are demonstrating this. So be very specific on what they are doing. So let me show you what that looks like. So up here is the poster that we created as a class. So there's kindness in the top, and then what does it look like, what does it sound like, and then on the bottom are the class points. As you can see, the afternoon group needs a little bit more more motivation, but yeah, so far so good. The students love to get points, so I give points on this for kindness, and then on Class Dojo I give points for other things. Yeah, so these are the birthday cakes that we will use to create our pictograph. So every student will get a birthday cake. And then I printed this sheet, and all my sheets come from superteacherworksheets.com. I love it. It's super affordable. I think it's about $19 for the whole year. So it's a double-sided sheet, 2 different pictographs. So we'll be working on that after we create our own. This is the social studies packet that we will be working on tomorrow. So I'll show you tomorrow in more detail what this looks like, but I have that ready to go. I have writing. I have my writing packet. So the first thing is make a list of important events in your life, and then they choose one, create a circle map using that idea, and then they create sort of a flow map and with the events of that day, of that trip, or whatever it is that they're writing about. So I started this yesterday with my afternoon class. So today I'm going to do this with my morning group. My afternoon class, there's a couple of kids already done with this, so they're ready to start writing in paragraph form. So that's what we'll be doing today for that time. Yeah. Lastly, I'm going to laminate a couple of my labels that I printed out yesterday and my vocabulary geography note cards that I also was working on yesterday. So I will be doing that. I did have to stop today for some chai tea latte. I was trying not to, but it's on my way here and I needed some lunch as well, so I just stopped. It's bad. But anyway, I'm gonna laminate my labels. Some of them are for my makerspace and some for just other things. It's hard. Once the school year starts, it's hard to just keep track of everything. So yeah, I want to get that done this week. I'm not gonna wait no longer. I just want to have my makerspace ready, and I have not shown you what I have on in my makerspace. I received new things through Donor's Choose, so later on I probably will be making a video on that. So yeah, I'm gonna laminate and I'll talk to you probably during my lunchtime. Bye. It is my lunchtime, so I'm gonna quickly eat some lunch while I check my email. That's usually when I check my email, during lunch. You don't have time other than that. So I will be checking my email. Let me show you what I did this morning. I had the students, we went over what a pictograph is. We created a pictograph all together. And tomorrow I'll have some questions to ask them about the pictograph, and they'll work on a sheet with their partner or independently. So let me show you what we did this morning. So they got to decorate their birthday cakes, and together we created a pictograph, and we really talked about the key, how important it is and what that means. So yeah, this is what we worked on in the morning. And also they continued writing, so a lot of them got through their they brainstormed ideas, they selected their idea, they worked on their bubble or circle map, and also they worked on their flow map. So I have a couple kids that actually finished today, and tomorrow they get to transfer that information onto more paragraph structured writing. But yeah, that was the morning. We finished our class charter, which I'm really excited about translating and finally putting up on my bulletin board. But yeah, so I'm gonna quickly eat lunch. I have to pick up my students in about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna eat my lunch and talk to you guys after school. So it's now the end of the day. We got through a lot today. The students, a lot of them are already finished their writing, their sample writing. Some of them have to finish it tomorrow, so they will be continuing that tomorrow. And while some of them are continuing that tomorrow, I'm going to start a geography packet with some of the other kids. And I can show you that more in the morning, so you can get an idea of what that looks like. And I briefly talked about it yesterday, what things I'm kind of using for it. So what am I doing today? So yeah, I'm going to get some things ready. I'm going to be doing a number talk tomorrow. I don't know if you're familiar with number talks, but they're great, and it's a great way to get to know how your students think about math. So I will be doing a number talk, skip counting by 100, and I usually start at a random number. So then I can later, when we are looking at patterns, we can really talk about place value, and focusing on all those things that I need them to know for next week. So that's tomorrow. Tomorrow we get out an hour earlier than usual. Not us, but the students get out about an hour, actually more than an hour and like 10 minutes earlier than usual. And we have meetings after school, we have staff meeting, and then some planning time with our team. So I have the kids for less time tomorrow. but still we have plenty of time to get things done. So let me show you what we will be working on. So tomorrow from 8:55 to 9:15, they will come in and work on a math sheet. So hoja de matemáticas. Then from 9:15 to 9:50, they will continue working on their writing. From 9:55 to 10:55, they have specials. So tomorrow my students, I believe, have music for an hour. So that's awesome. And while they're in music, I have a math meeting to attend. Then after we come back, we have about an hour for math. And then at 11:45, we switch groups with my partner teacher. And then we take them to recess, lunch, and then I bring back my second group. They have 30 minutes for writing, and then we do some math. And during this time, I'm going to be doing my number talks. And then we take them to their second recess, and I finish with math. So if we didn't finish here, I will continue doing some math as well, or we will finish working on a pictograph sheet that we started today. So yeah, that's tomorrow. As you can see, 8:55 to 2:10. The day is going to go by quickly. It's going to go by fast. So yeah, that is tomorrow. Before I head out, it's 4:51, and I have to head out soon. I have to pick up some stuff. But before I head out, I am going to quickly check my email, make sure there's no new emails there, just to come back tomorrow and just kind of know what's going on, whether I need to know something for the morning. And I think that's about it. And I need to set up my number talk posters. And after that, I think I'm done. I think I should be out of here by no later than 5:15. That's my goal today. I've been staying almost till 6 every day, so I really want to head out earlier today, which is not early, but I want to head out earlier. And I'm hoping to upload what I have for today. That way you guys just kind of get an idea of how my days go. Some days are a little bit more stressful, complicated. Other days are more calm. Like today, I was super patient with my students. I had them repeat some routines, so coming to the carpet, leaving the carpet space, and I just very calmly asked them to do it again, and they were willing to do it, and that was fine. So they responded well to that direction. They did it again, and it was 10 times better, right? So I'm just going to continue doing that all week so that they know this is how my classroom works. This is how things happen in my classroom, and I think they will definitely do it correctly after just practicing it. Like I was saying, sorry, my camera ran out of space. Like I was saying, today, was a very good day. The kids, again, were just practicing, and they, I think, are realizing that I'm not going to move on until we're doing things the way they should be done, right? And that's, in my opinion, right, the way things should be done in my classroom. And I also introduced our second rule, which is, let me show you, muestra respeto, show respect. So we talked about what that means and what that looks like. So I will be posting that along with making good decisions. And tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go over either work hard, or let me see what is the fourth one. Solve problems. So that's my fourth one, sorry. So I'm going to be going over my third rule tomorrow, which is resuelve problemas, so solve problems. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. We finished our class charter today, so I need to translate that, write it in Spanish, and then have the students sign it off. And that lets me know that they, we're gonna follow that. I also introduced this today, ya terminé. A lot of them chose the extra sheets or the flashcards. So that worked really well. I like that. That way students are not, what do I do now? What do I do now? I'm finished. They just raise their hand and they let me know what it is that they want to do, and they go and do it. They know where the extra sheets are located. They know where the flashcards are, and so that was nicely, and that ran pretty smoothly today. But yeah, I'm gonna set out some fluency pages that I want them to work on, and then work on my math number talks poster, and I'll show you what kind of that looks like. I mean, I really don't put anything on the poster, so I probably will show you tomorrow what we did together. But I'll definitely have my number talk posters ready for tomorrow, and then I'm just gonna head home. So I will see you tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to upload this vlog today. That way you guys get to see a bit of what things I'm working on throughout every day. Good morning. It is Wednesday, September 13th. I just got to school a couple minutes later than usual, about 15 minutes, not too many. I had to stop for some Starbucks. I wasn't gonna do it, and I woke up really tired, and it was hard. It was hard to wake up this morning. But this morning I will be printing out some fluency pages. So what I did last year, I put fluency pages in sheet protectors so students could just reuse it over and over. And since I have two groups, it's a lot of paper to print every single day. So I'm going to print out some fluency pages, put that in sheet protectors, and just have that ready for tomorrow. Or for my second class. I already have sheets ready for my first class, but just so I can start that. I find it easier and less time that I have to spend printing new sheets, and we're not using as much paper as well. So I'll be working on that this morning. Today is our, you can say it's our long day without kids. No, kids are released at 2:10, which is about an hour 15 earlier than usual, and teachers have meetings, so we have an hour-long meeting during our specials, and then after school we have about 2 hours worth of meeting time. So yeah, it's gonna be a long day, but hopefully we get a lot done during those meetings. So yeah, I will talk to you later. Bye. This is what I use for math fluency. So I put the papers inside a sheet protector, and there's a piece of cardboard inside so it's a little bit more sturdy, and I cut pieces of felt for erasers, and so every time students walk in they have a fluency page to work on, and I switch these throughout the year. But yeah, eventually these will be multiplication and then division, but the kids love these, and felt it's really cheap to buy, and yeah, it works really well erasing. I mentioned that I would show you what a number talk poster looks like. So we started at 235 and skip counted by 100, and then students notice patterns within each column, within each row, and we mark those down with different colors, and we take advantage of this to talk about place value. So it is the end of the day. Today students were released at 2:10. After that, teachers have like about an hour to meet with grade level team and plan out anything that you have to plan out. So we decided to look at our science unit that we will be starting next week. It is new, so I mean, I've never taught science before, but my partner, one of my other third grade teachers that has taught science, this is her first time teaching this unit, so it is different. So we definitely have to get to know it a little bit more. I'm gonna take it home and just kind of read through it. So we will be starting that next week, as well as we will be starting our first math unit soon as well. So a lot of things that we need to really look at. But yeah, it is the end of the day. We also had a staff meeting for about an hour just to bring up anything that we've noticed the first weeks of school, things are or are not working. There's like a transition piece that we need to really look at and maybe possibly change. So yeah, I mean, that was it. And then after that, I printed out our math benchmark assessments. We are partnered with Rethink Mathematics. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but they have a set of assessments that you can use throughout the year, and they also provide additional support, whether that is during your reteach group day or whatever that you need. So yeah, we had that meeting today, and I printed out the benchmark assessment after school, after our staff meeting. And tomorrow I will be giving the first piece of that assessment. So I will be, I think, only giving like about 2 pages. There's 11 pages total. So we like to give a couple pages at a time, not all at once. And hopefully I can grade all that and input that into their system. So Rethink has a master tracker online. So it's kind of cool. Actually, it's really cool. You get to see where your students are at, what standards specifically they are struggling with, and then based on that information on the same site, you have a place to form your reteach groups. So last year I used that and I really liked it. So yeah, I'm going to use it again this year. So yeah, that was after that. And then what else did I do? I think that's it. I'm ready to go for tomorrow. I'm continuing some of my plans that I had for this week. You know, you always plan more than there is, especially right now with routines. Like we're practicing them a little bit more than what we usually do. So that's taking more than, you know. Sorry, I thought I heard someone try to walk in, but anyway. Sorry. Yeah, and so we finished our class charter, which I think I've already said that. I just need to now translate it. We wrote it together in English with both classes. Now I need to translate it to Spanish. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. That way my students can start, can sign it as well in my class, and then we can, you know, start referencing it throughout especially these first weeks that are crucial. But yeah, it's 5:53. I think I'm gonna head out soon, grab some dinner or make some dinner. I haven't really thought about it yet. But yeah, I think that's all for today. Yeah. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to upload yesterday's vlog and today's vlog today, and then Thursdays and Fridays I'll upload it on Friday. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.